Those two look... Ah! It's Ippei and Shinojo! Guess they must be... Anyway, let's go say hi. Hi, Ippei. Hi, Shinojo.
Oh, it's you. Thanks so much. I was just ordering some clothes.
You know these two as...
Yes, they helped me and Master Kamaji out a great deal. What about you? How do you know them?
Also a chance encounter. Our lady had them
So we all know each other, huh?
Not exactly. We've only just... Somehow we ended up on the topic of Master Kamaji and
It's probably fine.
Oh, yeah! Paimon... That's old news, though.
We have reason to suspect that they'll be getting...
Wow, that's great!
Of course, this is just personal speculation.
I was instructed to place an order for some...
They're both preparing for a banquet at the same time. They're both purchasing the kind of fine wine.
Lady Hiragi has been in...
This is wonderful news!
What's wrong? Oh, don't mind me. She's about to be happy.
Right? I think so too.
Yes, but we shouldn't let ourselves get... Now, if they sent me out to deliver wedding...
Shinoju doesn't look like he's taking this very well.
Sorry, I'm ashamed to be so out of sorts at work.
Are you worried about their...
Not exactly, it's just...
I get what you mean. I really do. We need...
What should we do? Should we...
I don't know. That seems a bit rude.
Right! If Ayaka knows about it...
I don't think it's a good idea to...
It's fine. He and Ayaka are...
I see. Then, thank you.
Let's go to the Kamisato estate!
This place impresses me every time I come here.
We'll just wait here. We don't want to cause any extra trouble.
Ayaka wouldn't mind.
Honestly, even if we did come with you, we wouldn't know what to say or do once...
All right then. We won't be long. Surely I should be due a growth spurt by now.
Without looking at the board, you've ruined my strategy in one move. Amazing. Now what should I do next?
Ayaka, Toma, it's us! Huh?
Hey guys, it's been a while. If you're looking for my lady, I'm afraid she's not here right now.
Oh? That voice. Toma, would that happen to be the traveler?
Yes.
Greetings, traveler. Ayaka speaks of you constantly. Finally, today is the day. I am head of the Kamisato clan, and Yashiro commissioner. Kamisato Ayato. Greetings, both. I have long been indebted to you. Ayaka is out today. If you are here regarding...
Oh, hi. You're flattering.
Why?
Well, he seems like a pretty powerful person. He's already... Look! As soon as he stands up, the whole atmosphere in the room changes, and it feels like...
You shower me. There is no need to be quite so formal. This is a
Oh, good. Because that whole spiel was really... We heard a rumor that Kujo Kamaji and Hiragi Chisato are gonna get married soon.
Oh? I wouldn't have thought you'd heard about that yet. I see. Well, it's true. It wasn't long ago that I received the head clans of 2 commissions are to become joined through marriage. Since the Yashiro Commission presides over cultural and ceremonial affairs...
Yes. And since the commissions are kind of the face of the Almighty
Right! Makes sense. Ah, 2 true lovers becoming...
It is. High-profile matrimonial links between 2
All right then. I'll be sure to pay them a visit to send the best wishes of the Kamisato.
No need. I'll visit...
Huh? But you have...
This is a marriage between the Kujo clan and the Hiragi clan. The work of the Yashiro Commission is indeed multifarious. But she is presently occupied with other matters. And I happen to have a little... Oh, and would you 2 care to join me? I presume you 2 have a special connection with... This being the case, why not come and offer your...
Oh, it's not as interesting as you make it sound. We just agreed to help deliver a letter this one time, that's all. Although wait, does that mean we... all right then.
I cannot thank you enough. Your mere presence shall surely mean we are spared the futile...
Wait, you're the Yashiro Commissioner? But you can't do small talk?
Small talk is a chore. Toma, I'm heading out with my 2
Not a problem. Take care, my lord.
Make my escape. Make my escape.
Ah, you're finally...
Yashiro Commissioner!
They're friends of ours. Paimon will do the...
So it's true. Well, there we have it. That's it then.
Great, so our hunch was spot on.
It is a little inappropriate for me to have shared news of this magnitude with you. So I would be much
Don't worry, sir. We give you our word.
That puts my mind at ease. Now, on the topic.
Of course not. I'd be honored.
I guess this is where
Aw, cheer up, Shinojo.
I'll try. Thank you.
All right, then. Please...
Okay. Thanks, Ippei. I apologize that your impromptu visit comes at a busy time for us, Commissioner.
I don't mean to impose, Sir Kujo. In fact, I heard the good news about yourself and Lady Hiragi. What a glorious marital alliance.
I'm truly honored. I hope the news didn't come as too much.
Hey there! We came to congratulate you as well!
Since the incident with the Takatsukasa clan, I'm still acclimating to the position of acting head of the clan. I just hope I'm up to...
You're far too modest. The public thinks very highly of you.
I'm flattered, but I wouldn't have achieved anything without the support of my people. Thanks.
Well, you're certainly making big progress in that department.
Come on now. Pardon me,
It's perfectly all right. Please, it's a joyous occasion. Lighthearted is exactly how...
You're right. But I am curious to know, what's your honest opinion on...
Of course not. Where there is true love, no doubt people will offer you a colorful variety of opinions.
Indeed I am.
So, please be confident. When your mind is made up, nevertheless, there is just one...
Please, go ahead.
You've been working hard to bring the Tenryo Commission in line. This is positive, and no doubt the beginning. If you choose now, of all moments, to announce a marriage between the Hiragi and...
Yeah. Couldn't have put it better myself, Sir Kamisato. This has been... Hiragi Shinsuke is firmly against me having any contact at all with Chisato. So although now may not look like the best timing for this marriage,
Oh, that guy? Yeah, he acts like this sweet old man.
I can see where you're coming from. But you're only postponing the problem, not solving it.
Yes, I'm well aware of that. But since Chisato had... Well, sort of. She raised the idea in a letter, and after some... It's funny, actually, because when I formally proposed to her in person...
Huh? Really?
She didn't say. She just acted confused by the whole thing. She really committed to it.
Oh.
Anyway, as her boyfriend, I knew she was just pretending, so I played along and said, I was only joking about it. After making some disgruntled noises about me making a stupid joke, she blushed and said yes. We spent...
Okay. So you discussed it and decided on a date.
We did. I guess it was a chance to... And you know what? I think it was about time. No matter what happens next, I will always be there for her as the one person she can...
Oh, give me a break. Sorry, but Paimon's been wanting to say this the whole time. Is it just this dude, or does everyone in love act like this?
Apologies, my friends. And also to Sir Kamisato. I must sound like a fool.
Far from it. On the contrary, seeing you so... No surer evidence could there be of your true feelings, and I wish you a joyous wedding when the day comes.
Yeah, even if it's kind of irritating to see you all smug like this.
Thank you all. It means a lot.
We have some other business to attend to now. Until next time.
Very well. I'll see you out.
He seems busy. That must be true for anyone about to get married, right?
You're right. Kujo Kamaji is on cloud 9. What do you think, traveler? He chalked it up to her being coy, but that doesn't... It bothers me also. But, unfortunately...
Yeah, how come? Whenever we come across stuff like this on our adventures, we always...
I see. So that's how adventurers think. In my opinion, we face two obstacles in this case. Firstly, we have Secondly, and more importantly, the person involved, if we intervene without his blessing, good intent...
You do have a point. Kamaji...
Everything in the world is intertwined. What looks like a simple outcome is often the result of multiple conflating reasons. Seeking the full truth would be a long and laborious process. Sort of. I have to take this approach. My opinion is something like this. When something's strange, if the outcome is positive, and no one was deceived or harmed in the process, we don't know yet. After all, we don't know what Hiragi Chisato... I have to say, I'm impressed by your ability to zero in on the issue from such a short meeting.
Huh? But Chisato and Kamaji...
Only if we are to take Kujo Kamaji at his word. I wish to know Hiragi Chisato's angle on this.
Huh.
Don't worry about it. I was planning to visit the Hiragi clan to deliver my best wish. If she's as committed as Kujo Kamaji, perhaps they can navigate the challenges. Well, life isn't always a smooth journey.
Phew.
There is still much to prepare for the wedding. Should we also invite some prominent...
At the very least.
I agree. Ah, hello there, Yashiro Commissioner. To what do we owe the honor on this fine day?
As it happens, I'm here regarding the same wedding I believe I heard you Would Lady Hiragi happen to be available at this moment?
All ladies entertaining guests right now, and...
But please, do come in. We will arrange some tea and snacks.
Hey, Paimon is not in attendance.
You misunderstand.
You're too kind.
We don't wish to impose. We'll just wander around. Apologies for the interruption while you're busy with preparations. Please, let it...
Nonsense, Commissioner. No imposition at all. This wedding is We're merely doing the best we can to make this wedding as grand and...
When the time comes, we'll invite everyone in the clan and even the general public to attend.
That sounds splendid. We'll leave you to it.
Take care, Commissioner!
Seems like you guys talked a lot without actually saying anything.
Hence why I dislike small talk. Our timing was not ideal, but never mind. I spotted a stall on our way over.
Oh, it's Tomoki!
Ah, it's you. Good to see you. Seems like you're always showing up with a VIP in tow.
Oh? So you know the owner of...
Yup, we tried his dongo milk a while back with the almighty Shogun and...
Ah, I see. I'd caught wind of this dango milk, but I didn't know that it had anything to do with you two. I always order one of his creative drinks whenever I pass the stall. When I noticed he'd set up shop in Rito, I simply had to come.
Thanks to you all, my business is finally beginning to take off. More and more people are willing to give It gave me the confidence to decide that I'm going to stick to creative cuisine from now. On the one hand, I wanted more people to be able to try out my culinary creations. On the other hand, so I gave it a lot of thought and finally came...
Sounds interesting. What is it?
I've decided to give complete creative control to the customer. I offer all sorts of ingredients. As well as dango, I now offer rice cake, purple potato balls.
Do they really all go well with milk? Hard to imagine, but who knows?
What if I were to choose some ingredients you don't have here?
Well, I guess so. Any novel idea. The whole idea was to let my customers express their creativity freely. So of course, I shouldn't...
Excellent. There are a few things. Lavender melon, seagrass, and
What? You wanna mix the...
I do indeed.
You really think that's gonna...
It's all about the experience. The taste is secondary. It's great to... Traveler, any thoughts?
Sounds like a risky choice. Are you sure?
3 milks with lavender melon, please.
No problem. Give me a second now. Here, your milk is ready. Give it a try.
Yep, just as Paimon suspected.
I think it tastes all right. It makes me feel in touch.
Your review seemed pretty positive, but Paimon...
Taste is your key concern, yes?
Obviously! Tasty food and drinks are some of what...
Well said. If I could say the same was true for me, I believe I'd be a very... Yes. No one has unlimited energy, and I try to conserve. Having my sister attend public events in my stead, and having Toma as housekeeper has also been a great.
We're just passing the time here, though, right? Is there...
One or two things. Let's continue this discussion. I noticed something before we left the Hiragi clan's residence. No, it was just a small detail. I was curious to know that. Naturally, they responded that all other clans are happy for the Hiragi, but that's not the truth.
What do you mean?
Hiragi Shinsuke is still in prison, meaning the Kanjo Commission is the least. Hiragi Chisato is the sole remaining pillar of her clan. But now she plans. But they didn't mention a word about that. They simply said they were delighted for them. I imagine they didn't want to discuss family issues in front of outsiders. Keep a close eye on them, Hisato.
Yes, sir.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
This is one of my most trusted members of the Shumatsuban. He's been.
Merely doing my duties, sir.
Keep a close watch on the clan representatives.
Well received. I'm on the
Oh, and I almost forgot. That milk I just had?
As you wish, sir.
Oh no, poor Toma.
Sir Kamisato, Lady Hiragi's previous engagement is now concluded.
Thank you kindly. Let's go and see Hiragi Chisato.
Hi, nice to see you again, Chisato.
I heard that Sir Kamisato had brought some guests.
It's been a while, Lady Hiragi. How?
This is a rare privilege, Sir Kamisato. It is not off. You must be so busy. Thank you so much for...
But of course. The Tri-Commission are the servants of the Shogun, and we should look out for one another. In fact, perhaps his joy is infectious, for I am now feeling rather elated myself.
Thank you for your... This was not an easy decision to make. I'm sure the news will cause something of a stir. But come what may...
Sounds like things are pretty tough for you.
Yes. But Kamaji has been so supportive. His promises have come...
It sounds like you have some considerable...
Yes. Well, in case you were wondering, I was not actually entertained...
Oh, really? Him?
Mm-hmm. He charged in all of a sudden and said that he didn't mince his words. Basically, he has always been a calm and contained person who never acted. But despite all that, what he was saying made a lot of sense. He pointed out that I am like the final pillar propping up my clan.
It's just two families becoming one.
Traditionally, in Inazuma, clan affiliate after the wedding, Lady Hiragi will belong to the Kujo clan.
Precisely. This is a terrible thing to be saying. I'm so sorry. I can't believe...
No problem at all. The Yashiro Commission has a... Now, we heard from Sir Kujo, but we've also heard that you did not write that letter. Sir Kujo...
What? But that was...
Fancy lettering, you say? So I am to understand that had it not been for this letter, you two...
When it comes down to it...
Sir Kujo maintains that the letter was penned by your hand.
Huh?
Either way, it's wonderful to see how much you both trust. Who knows? Perhaps Sir Kujo was the one being coy.
I understand. But my position... But now...
Marriage is the most important decision of your life. It is also part of the Yashiro Commission's job to help people through difficult times. I say this as an advocate for you personally, and for the Hiragi clan. To be together with the one you love is a sacred...
I'll take to heart every word you have said to me.
All that matters is that you follow your heart. Since you'll be needing some time to think things...
Oh, wait!
Thank you, Lady Hiragi, but there will be no... Traveler, let's find somewhere to talk.
my escape. Hiragi Chisato is on a totally... Hayato, why did you give her such vague suggestions?
I've said everything I can, given the Yashiro Commission's stance. The more I think about it, the stranger this all seems.
Strange? In what way?
Someone wants Hiragi Chisato to be married as soon as possible, and if my guess is right, it is someone from within the Kanjo Commission. Think about this. A lowly officer is greatly worried about Hiragi Chisato's future. When someone's words and actions do not match, you need to infer their intentions from their behavior. Yes, it's a smart strategy. Even had the forged letter failed and been seen for what it was, there would have been no repercussions. But if the letter were to achieve its goal, as it has so far, with Hiragi Chisato having married into the Kujo clan and the head of the Hiragi clan in prison, challenges to the Actually, we have evidence.
Shinojo?
He should be back by now.
Yes, sir.
Did they take one of the Kanjo Commission officers away?
Yes. His name is Shinojo.
As I expected. They cannot afford to let this opportunity pass them by. Hiragi Chisato had been persuaded by Kujo Kamaji, but after Chisato's meeting with Shinojo, she began to have second...
But why did they suspect him and not us?
Someone was eavesdropping on our conversation with Chisato the entire time.
No way. But Chisato got what you meant about the letter, though.
I think so. But whoever is behind this will not allow their plan to fail now. They will not be inclined. Her stance was so passive that she was easily manipulated. Treated like a pawn. Despite all of this, she still believed that a happy future... When she formally marries into the Kujo clan, she will lose her title as daughter of...
Marriage is such a trap.
Easier said than done. The perpetrators are manipulating everything from the shadows. We, meanwhile, are out in the open. If we attempt to stop this wedding from...
So what are we gonna...
At this stage, if the perpetrators wish to maintain control over the situation... But first things first, we must go and rescue Shinojo. He has done nothing. Tell me where Shinojo is. We'll head off right...
Release Shinojo this instant!
Stop this at once.
It's the Yashiro Commissioner. Well, we take orders from our master.
Really? Then...
Who goes there? Get them! Soldiers, quick!
Cascade!
Get them!
Be still. Withdraw.
Blast. Let's go. We must report to Master right away.
Hey, get back here!
No need to follow them. We need bait to catch the fish anyway. I think I saw a key fall to the ground during the fight. But in all...
What the? It's a tanuki? Oh...
Let's follow it and see.
thank the... Thank you. Thank you. It was terrifying. They said they were... Oh, wait! You have to listen to me. Lady Chisato's wedding.
Calm down, Shinojo. It's okay. We knew about all that.
Huh?
Our suspicions were roused to this possibility, and so those behind this plan are not going to give up easily. Their next...
Yashiro Commissioner, you're...
This situation has consequences for the whole Tri-Commission, and the stability... The almighty Shogun has always despised these pathetic power games.
That's true.
Shinojo, don't return to your post yet, Traveler. Paimon.
Well, if it isn't the Yashiro Commissioner, I hear you showed up here with no explanation. An attack... You wouldn't happen to be carrying out some sort of secret mission.
I heard that someone was taking the law into their own hands. Shinojo may be your retainer, but the...
Abuse? Nonsense. I was just out of nowhere. A low-ranking officer decides to barge in on... I dare say, the poor...
So, you're saying that you know absolutely nothing?
Two people from two different clans are getting married. That's all there is to it. And yet this young... Even if she marries into the Kujo clan, Lady Hiragi will always be the daughter of the... We are, and always will be, her loyal assistant. Loyalty and duty are our guiding principles. Not only... Even if we put it down to a rare moment of impulsivity.
Darn it! This guy is good. Annoyingly good.
Funny. I'm suddenly reminded of an anecdote I'd like to share with you. For instance, a merchant from abroad once told me about a curious kind of bird with... I'm sure someone as erudite as yourself could be able to guess what people do with the...
Keep them as pets.
You'd think, wouldn't you? But there's a catch. You see, the reason they give is this. The longest tongue has the most to say.
You... I say, Yashiro Commissioner.
Far from it. In my mind, the Kanjo Commission is made... It is unbecoming of such people to resort to lies, deception, and filibustering.
Yashiro Commissioner, please...
The evidence is standing right in front of me, is it not? Ugh, dear me. I can't believe the Grand Matsura clan is now... You studied hard and took a government position, only to make it to... In your years of service to the Shogun, not only have you managed to glean nothing good from the people... I'm not angry, Mr. Matsura. I just...
Is that right? This is at most a Kanjo Commission issue. We'll handle the... You are reaching rather outside of your bounds, Yashiro. I think you are simply opposed to an alliance between the Kanjo Commission and Tin... So you come here with an elaborate excuse to try...
So, that's how you view it.
Let me be crystal clear. This wedding is going to... The notices have already been sent out. Most of the public weren't aware that Kujo Kamaji and Hiragi Chisato... Once the notices go out, that's it. The wedding is a sure thing. So suddenly we see...
I had expected you to at least be smarter than most.
Kamisato Ayato...
You've made your move. Now...
What do you mean?
Do you seriously think this marriage will bring the Kanjo Commission and the Isn't it at all possible that the Kanjo Commission becomes... Goodness me. Well, I've learned a great deal from talk...
Hey! What was all that?
They had their scheme, but fortunately I was prepared. Let's see how things are in Inazuma City. Then, I'll take you through the...
daughter of the Kanjo
Sounds like an all-around perfect match.
For sure. I'm just surprised. It seems very sudden.
Good luck to them, I say. I'm sure it must have been a hard decision.
Looks like the wedding is definitely going ahead.
It's still too early to make that conclusion. But only if Kujo Kamaji is willing to help us.
Welcome. I just heard that the news of my wedding has been officially announced. It seems so sudden. I wasn't ready yet.
Yeah, about that.
I see. So someone's trying to take advantage of our marriage.
If you proceed with the wedding, the repercussions for you are likely to be minimal.
I've previously considered this possibility. But in the end, we're getting married for true love. And I've promised her...
I understand where you're coming from, but to be frank, she should not need your protection. Or, to put it another way, you have tacitly admitted that Lady Hiragi will need your help to get through the hard times ahead, which perhaps suggests that, deep down... I don't mean to criticize you. It is natural to want to protect our loved ones. You're an intelligent and gentle I'm sure you admire Lady Hiragi for being the independent, gentle, resilient, and strong. For the sake of marrying you, this wonderful woman will become someone who Are you really okay with that?
I love her with all my heart, and would do anything to make her happy. That's why I cannot abide to see her suffer or be manipulated by other people. Yashiro Commissioner, you're right. It was naive, but it's too late now, isn't it? There are notices everywhere.
I have a plan, but... Sir Kujo, in order for my plan to work, you and I must both play the role of... Are you willing to help?
If there's a way to salvage this, then let's hear it.
I've told the people at the Kanjo Commission that the marriage isn't going to unify the Kanjo Commission and the Tenryou Commission. The context for this is that they are planning to use this marriage to bring down the Hiragi clan. But what if we were to imagine for a moment that since the affairs of the Vision Hunt decree, the Tenryou Commission has been planning to make a move against the weakened Kanjo Commission? The only reason you have been hesitant to act since taking over the Tenryou Commission is because you can't. And so, your plan is to liaise with the Yashiro Commission, to marry her and bring her out of the Kanjo. Once that is achieved, as the person in charge of the Tenryou Commission...
I see. This is an ingenious plan. It takes...
Exactly. Our purpose is to change Lady Hiragi's position from an unnecessary burden to an indispensable asset. By doing so, we can even strengthen her position in the Once our adversaries realize how the network of connections behind this... Then, we simply leave them to clear up the mess.
Got it.
So the network of...
We have to make sure that the behind-the-scenes story comes to the attention. Matsura, with whom I spoke earlier, will now be fearing the worst. In that case, he will almost certainly have placed informants throughout Inazuma's... Sir Kujo, there are certain... It's almost time. My ninja has located one of the That person is one of Matsura's informants. Let's follow him. Be careful not...
Did you see that? Sir Kujo Kamaji just came past here with a huge group of people.
Could it be related to the wedding announcement?
Maybe, but from the look on his face, it seems like something much more serious. He and his men seem pretty intense at the moment. Isn't it all a bit excessive for a wedding?
That person is one of Mat's. Let's follow him.
Did you see that? Sir Kujo Kamaji just came past here with a huge group of people.
Could it be related to the wedding announcement?
Maybe, but from the look on his face, it seems like something much more serious. He and his men seem pretty intense at the moment. Isn't it all a bit excessive for a wedding?
The Tenryo Commission has sent a load of people to Rito. I guess it must have something to do with the wedding. I think in all there must have been about 100 people so far.
That doesn't sound good. What could be going on? I hope it's just Sir Kujo Kamaji being overcautious. The news is spreading fast, but it appears Master's fears may be well placed. There's no way they sent this many people just to escort the bride. I have to investigate.
He ran off!
As expected. Let's follow him.
Wow! It's like the whole town.
Excuse me, has something happened on this road? I'm a businessman passing through, and it's a little disconcerting to see this place so heavily guarded.
Ah, please don't be alarmed. As I'm sure you've heard, the wedding of Sir Kujo Kamaji, Sir Kujo decided to send for Lady Hiragi ahead of time, and have her live in Inazu.
I see.
We are here to clear the way for Lady Hiragi. Not just us, either. You'll see more Tenryo Commission members as you go further along. Sir Kujo holds Lady Hiragi in the highest regard, and wants to treat her—
I understand. Sorry to disturb your— Drat. It's exactly as Master feared. They say they're here to guard the road, but really they're poised to attack if Master doesn't allow Lady Hiragi to leave Rito. Wait, no. If Lady Hiragi does leave, they'll have all the more reason to strike. But we're no— I must tell Master right away.
He ran off again!
That should do it. The seeds have been sown. In this atmosphere, mounting suspicion. Now, we wait patiently for it to grow and ferment. The calm before the—
Are they really gonna own up and apologize?
If you're curious to find out, you can visit the Hiragi— I have some other business to attend to, so I won't— In any case, we've made our move. This is not my first— Well then, goodbye for now. I truly hope that things will work out in Hiragi Chisato's best interests.
He left kind of abruptly. Are things really gonna turn out like he predicted? Paimon too. Well,
These people from the Tenryo Commission have been here for...
I guess they're here to pick up Lady Hiragi.
I heard that the Kanjo Commission suddenly said they don't want Lady Hiragi to leave. To be honest, I'd be hesitant if I were her.
Shh, stay quiet. Someone might hear you.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Hello. How may I help? We arrived here 2 days ago to escort Lady Hiragi to... Sir Kujo Kamaji gave us very strict orders, so we have to obey. But every time since we haven't fulfilled our duties yet, we decided to stay in Rito until Lady Hiragi is ready to come with us. We apologize. It was not our intention to... We promise our presence here will not impact ordinary people's lives. We can only hope that if this stalemate continues, who knows?
How much longer does your master plan to hold them off?
I have no idea. We're stuck in limbo here. Master's been very on edge these past few days. He gets irate over the smallest things and is suspicious of everything. He's been yelling at me a lot. I understand that he's anxious, but I mean, what can we do? I've told him before, never cross the Yashiro Commissioner.
Yeah, good advice. With him, you just know that whatever he's doing, a lot of preparation has gone into it. If Lady Hiragi is really taken away, then what will the Tenryo Commission do? And what will the Yashiro Commission do?
Maybe we should tell Master to discuss things with Lady Hiragi.
Hiragi Chisato is now at the center of every conversation in Rito. By now, the Kanjo Commission probably knows how important she is. But what about what...
Oh, Traveler! I assume you've heard about everything that's been going on out there. What on earth is happening?
Don't worry, we can explain everything. So, what happened was...
After the Tenryo Commission arrived, they suddenly became alarmed. They keep having secretive discussions and won't allow me to have any direct contact with the Tenryo Commission. I never would have thought that this was Sir Kamisato's plan. Now it all makes sense. I'm sorry. I haven't. Maybe there's no right or wrong decision. Maybe everything would be easier if I simply didn't have the choice. I used to tell myself things like this to avoid having to think about it. But once I saw the notices appearing out of nowhere on the streets, signaling that the wedding was confirmed, I didn't feel reassured at all. Instead, I felt a great sense of regret. I keep thinking back to what Sir Kamisato said. I can happily accept that if someone was trying to take advantage of my marriage, I should absolutely refuse to go through with it. But that's not the answer I'm looking for. And also, now that things have escalated to this point, it will be tricky to resolve.
Ah, Lady Hiragi, here you are. You scared me for a second. I thought you'd gone missing. You... Wait, you're the ones who were with the Yashiro Commissioner that day. What do you think you're doing here? Are you trying to convince Lady Hiragi to leave?
Calm down. They're my friends. They're just here to visit me.
Friends? Are you sure? Just friends? Lady Hiragi, I told you already, these are exceptional circumstances. You need to be more vigilant in everything you do. You are extremely important to us, and to the entire Kanjo Commission. Who's to say they don't have a hidden agenda?
If you want to accuse us of trying to abduct her, just come out and say it!
Don't be rude. You've been very highly strung lately, seeing everything as a threat. Listen to me. I know all the ins and outs of everything that's happened so far. His arrival might well be your very last chance to fix this. The present state of affairs in Rito shows me that the situation has escalated well past the point where you could hope to control it. If this deadlock continues any longer, we will have nothing to gain and much to lose. This is not an order. All I need you to do is give me an explanation and take responsibility for the situation.
Understood, my lady. I shall discuss with the others right away.
Good job, Chisato. You handled that well.
I was so nervous. But I thought things are now so critical that I should at least give it a try. And it worked remarkably well. Yes, well, let's wait and see what happens. I hope they provide a satisfactory response.
We had a serious discussion and reflected on our mistakes. In all honesty, no one can handle the weight of the situation here. Everyone is besides themselves with worry. It'll drive us mad if it continues any longer. I'm so sorry. My actions were radical and duplicitous. I was selfish and ignored the greater good. And then I left the situation to fester. Would you please give us a second chance? For my lady's sake, please give the Conjo Commission another... I suppose you're right. The only person who can change the Tenryo Commission's mind will be the Yashiro Commissioner. We'll head off to the Kamisato estate shortly and beseech him to help us with the utmost sincerity. Lady Hiragi, might I ask you to join us? You are the most important person. Without you, we have no other way.
Let's...
By the way, aren't you a good friend of the Yashiro Commissioner? Please put in some good words for me. Yashiro Commissioner, I'm sure you've heard the news. The Tenryo Commission has now occupied Rito, refusing to leave until we hand Lady Hiragi over to them. I realize I have greatly offended you with my atrocious actions, and I realize also that this must sound like the very height of absurdity. But please, have mercy, good sir.
I'm sorry, Mr. Matsura. I'm exceptionally busy and have but a moment to spare before my next engagement. I fear this leaves no time for small talk. So, please, if you would be so kind, get straight to the point.
I know our apology means nothing to you, but we really have nothing else left to offer by this point. I'm terribly sorry. Everyone in the entire Conjo Commission now realizes the gravity of this situation. Lady Hiragi is indispensable to us. We promise to always support her. So, would it be at all possible for you to talk to Sir Kujo once more, on our behalf?
You make it sound so easy. The Tri-Commission will be ridiculed by the public if we choose to withdraw the notices now and eat our words. What do you plan to do about this? To lose face for the Tri-Commission is to bring shame to Her Excellency. Are you and your associates ready to face the thunderous wrath of the almighty Shogun?
We'll take full responsibility. We'll publish a new notice and hold a conference to explain the situation. We will make sure that the public knows this was all a huge misunderstanding. We'll do everything we can to minimize the impact. Everything we can.
Master Matsura, you should have known it would come to this. Whatever were you thinking? But the Tri-Commission must always put the interests of Inazuma first, regardless of what Sir Kujo and I may feel at this present moment. If the situation in Rito is left to fester any further, things may get out of control. But Lady Hiragi and the inhabitants of Rito are innocent. If we fail to contain the situation promptly, the rumor mill will wreak havoc on the Tri-Commission's reputation. Try keeping a pet bird. You'll see what I mean. Songbirds who know how to hold a tune can be very pleasant to listen to, but they can also become irritating if they don't know when to stop. And as for the ones with excessively long tongues, well, they're so insufferable that they can't be kept as pets at all. But it doesn't take a moment to cut out their tongues and silence them for good.
Yes, I understand.
I've listened to your concerns, and I'll talk to Sir Kujo for you. But I can't guarantee that he will change his mind.
I understand. Thank you for your help, Yashiro Commissioner.
All right, you ought to return now. I'm sure you have a sizable mess to deal with back in the Kanjo Commission.
Okay, then please excuse me. Thank you once again, Commissioner.
Ah, yes, Lady Hiragi. I have something to tell you. Would you mind?
Oh? Why, of course. Sir Kamisato, you became a completely different person just now. It felt so intense.
Unruly servants like him need to be severely reprimanded. As a commissioner, the almighty Shogun trusts me. But now, I'd like to take off my commissioner hat and share a personal story with you.
Oh, please. I'd love to hear it.
You must have heard that the Kamisato clan once went through an extremely difficult period. My father worked incredibly hard to compensate for the grave errors made by the Kamisato clan. My mother loved him dearly. She passed soon after. This sudden turn of events dealt a heavy blow to the Yashiro Commission. Behind the scenes, things became very unstable. Everyone thought that the Kamisato clan had lost power. That made my sister and me nothing but burdens, hindering the ambitions of others. It may sound preposterous now, but I assure you that is the...
Pretty similar to how the...
Back then, I had no choice but to accept the position I was in. I had no other choice. I had to honor my parents' dying wishes. I didn't mind what became of me, but my family. Fortunately, I persisted, and the
I think I now know where my sense of loss... And Shinojo once told me that he saw what was in me, in a way that I thought the reason I felt unsettled was because of uncertainty over getting married.
The reason why Sir Kujo was able to face the prospect of marriage so confident...
That's it. The situation I'm facing now is the same one. When his clan was in crisis, he bravely drew his blade and challenged the almighty Shogun. And now it is time for me to make a stand.
Well said. I'm sure once you have grown and gained confidence, it might not sound exciting, but this kind of...
And I'm sure I can get there. I will use this as an opportunity to take over the responsibilities of the Hiragi clan. This puts less pressure on Kamaji, and means I can support and protect myself without having to worry about...
My best wishes to both of you were and remain heartfelt.
Thank you, Sir Kamisato. I am grateful for everything. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lot to deal...
Take care, Lady Hiragi. I'm confident that on your return...
Yes. In fact, my recent experience suggests the same.
She really has the air of a leader now. Hats off to you too, sir. Everyone thought there was no...
In fact, counter-checking is a perfectly common maneuver in the game of chess. Our rival this time was easy to deal with. He was smart, but short-sighted, and
Even so, Paimon could never come... Anyway, it's kind of a relief to see that Chisato...
I agree. Stability in Inazuma benefits me as well. I wasn't... Well, perhaps for Master Matsura, power is his life's pursuit. But for me, a stable nation is the prerequisite for a stable Yashiro Commission. But human desire will always be a factor in the equation. This is not the first situation. All I have tried to do is make sure the three parties to the Tri-Commission serve to restrain each other. Another positive outcome is that everyone recognizes how important Lady Hiragi is. Dealing with the Hiragi clan will be much easier for her than navigating.
There were so many things at play. Wait a second! You weren't trying to...
I thought straight away it was bad timing. If you choose to give up your stance on something once, I didn't want to see her suffer because she didn't realize what she was getting into. Now, she has the chance to become her...
Okay then, guess we'll have to wait and see.
All right. Farewell, and profuse thanks to...
Looks like everything's resolved. Masterfully done. Everything was perfect. Well, except...
Didn't you like it? I distinctly remember...
Oh!
The Traveler had one of those as well.
I'm sure he's made a great impression on you.
The Traveler did indeed play a critical role in this case. I'm sure both families would have been more guarded against me had he and his companion... It wouldn't have been so easy to get to the heart of the matter.
There you go again, my lord. Placing the focus on other people.
Naturally. Yes.